Public warning. This podcast contains explicit content due to the nature of the horror films we are commentarying on, being used for educational purposes, and maybe for entertainment and stuff and things. I'm Chad, and this is Horror Commentary.
Alright, hey there everybody, and welcome back to Horror Commentary. I'm your host, my name is Jonas. Tonight we are watching Hellraiser, 1987. Gotta fix my mic. There, that seems better. Hey, how are you guys doing? Are you doing good? Because I'm doing great. And if I'm doing great, I hope you're doing great. And if you're not doing great, you're in luck, because we're gonna watch most likely a couple people have a worse day than you. And that's what watching horror movies is all about in my books, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and children. Alright, I haven't seen this movie. And I've seen a lot of things on Facebook about it. Coincidentally, just people posting GIFs or GIFs. Saying, oh, which one is your favorite Hellraiser? I'm like, Jesus, I haven't seen any of the Hellraisers. I know Pigface, I know he's super scary, but I don't know anything about him. Don't know nothing about that fool. But I'm going to find out tonight, because we are about to watch Hellraiser. For everything social media related to horror commentary, horrorcommentary.com. That's your one-stop hub place for information. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just jump right into this. Hellraiser 1987. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play. Play is hit, and now I'm a little bit scared. So all I know, and I could be completely wrong about this, all I know about this movie is he was like summoned from hell or something, or he was a human and this is his torment. Actually, honestly, I don't know anything about it. All I know is that he's not a good time. Andrew Robinson, who plays Larry, who I imagine is Pinhead. Directed by Clive Barker. Thanks, Clive Barker. Based on a novel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it started. I'm trying to give it a little more volume here. Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Now, just like in seeing Chucky in the stores when I was younger and it was scary, I do remember the cover of Hellraiser VHS scaring me as well. I completely forgot about that. So I'm a little nervous. If I get up and leave, it's too scary for me. And you guys are going to have to continue the commentary without me and just talk in your cars or while you're cutting the lawn. Jesus. Once again, music's telling me a story. Alright, music, what are you trying to say here? We're just going through credits. Nothing has happened yet. Once again... boring credits. Music composed by Christopher Young. I want to give a huge shout out to Christopher Young. Thank you. Thank you for doing the music in this. Wow, there's a lot of people who worked on this movie. Also, for those of you listening, if you want to watch an audio version, you can jump over YouTube. Because I'm also on YouTube. Alright, here we go. There's a box. Box with weird things on it. There's a crowd. Man singing in a foreign language over the PA. What's your pleasure, Mr. Colton? Alright, where are we? Oh, man puts down money on a table. A guy with nasty-ass fingernails drops a sugar cube to his drink. The guy puts another stack of money on the table, passes it to the man with the sugar cubes. Guy stands up. Looks like we're in, Chinese something. He said, here's your box. It always was your box, or some ilk. Alright, we have a man who's not wearing a shirt. sitting in a square of candles, holding the box. He's all sweaty. It's all sweaty and gooey. Alright, he's fiddling with the box, trying to figure out how to open it. You know, I bet this is Pandora's box. Amy Pond is going to come out of it. Alright, we found a button, and it starts to open. Oh, it's opening in all these different weird ways. Alright, he's looking around the room. He's looking up now. Light is shining in through cracks in the wall. Where is he? Dude, you really... Ew. Okay, people's hands don't sweat like that. Guys' hands are very sweaty. Pushes another button. More light seems to stream in through the broken walls in the room. Alright, he starts turning it. Turning the part of the box that came out. He's pushing it back into place. But now it's at a weird angle. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, all these hooks come out and dig into his skin, and he screams. And we're outside a house. Oh, it's all nasty inside the house. Flies are buzzing. Oh, there's a cockroach crawling through our bed near dolls of naked people. Alright, we're focusing in on a door that's creaking open. Ew, we go inside. Is that body parts? Ew, there's just like body parts strung on chains and ew, there's ears. Yeah, there's all these body parts on chains, and there's this weird rotating thing in the middle with arrows sticking out of it. Oh my gosh, there's a thing there. Oh, there's guts all over the floor. It's all bloody. What is this, the opening to Saw? There he is, Pinhead. Oh, he's going through some of the goop. Someone's looking for something in the goop. Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh, it's part of someone's face. Oh, he's trying to reconstruct the person's face. And there's hooks all throughout this person's broken up, shattered head. Which makes it look like they were pulled apart. There's hissing. Oh, and Pinhead picks up the box. The wind is gusting. Alright, he's fingering it, and he twists it back to its normal state of whatever. Pushes the bits back into the box. Electricity goes into the box. Everything's quiet. We're looking at an empty room now. That was really loud. Some might even say unnecessarily loud. Can I get a hell yeah for unnecessarily loud? Alright, just a quiet house. Sounds like someone's fiddling in a room somewhere. Doorknob rattles.
It's gotta be one of these.
Larry, it's gotta be one of these.
Okay. Well, maybe somebody changed the law. Who could have changed?
We see the shadows of people on the other side of the door. They're arguing on how to open the door. Oh, they did it.
Voila. Well, this is it. The old homestead.
Hold on. Do I have any Star Trek fans in the house? Is that Garrick from Deep Space Nine?
Smells damp. Well, it's been empty for a while, hasn't it?
I'm just checking my
Warm it up and get it feeling like a home.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Holy frick, it's Garrick. Alright, now I'm excited.
Lady died.
Alright, so I know they're taking off their coats to get making themselves at home. Go into a room, flip on some there's some nasty statue with looks like an angel holding someone's head.
Means nothing to me.
Excuse me.
It all goes.
Oh, I didn't get any water for this.
I've never known him to kick cash out of bed. Besides,
He's looking under a bird cage.
bars someplace.
He dusts his hands off because it's nasty in this house. He finds something. He looks. Pictures?
Let Kirsty see this place before we do a thing to it. She'll love it.
Okay.
You really want to move in here?
Yes, please.
You don't like it?
No.
I suppose it's better than Brooklyn.
I suppose.
Don't stop.
Governor.
Don't start what?
Look, we can make it work here.
Make it work then.
I've got a terrific job. You're back on
Oh, she's smoking a cigarette, which means I'm gonna vape.
All right. So what's the argument?
No argument.
There's no argument. Oh, she puts a cigarette on the floor. Alright, so this is the house he wants to move into. She doesn't want to move into it. And he curses. Garrick, don't curse. Alright, she looks in the hall on the staircase. There's a statue of Jesus. She looks at it in disgust. Garrick hears flies buzzing. Where are those flies buzzing from? Ew. He's going closer to the kitchen. He can see that the kitchen is all friggin' nastified. Shite left out. Flips on the light. Oh, there's maggots everywhere. Cockroaches. Oh, he doesn't look too happy about that.
Larry!
Oh, Julia's yelling. Larry runs up the stairs. Where are you? He looks around. Oh, he found her. There she is. She's looking at something. He walks into the room. Oh, there's a bed there. Squatter. But someone squatted in this room.
Frank.
Ew.
He's here.
Oh, he's been here. I mean, there's stuff in the kitchen you wouldn't believe.
What's in the
He's
kitchen? Oh,
obviously
the
made one of his
bugs.
famous getaways.
Alright, so Frank's been The telephone rings. What the hell is that? Did that sound like a telephone to you? Sure did to me. So there's a bed in the middle of the room, just a mattress actually. Some nasty ass pillows. Oh, she dropped something on the bed.
Who is this?
There's bottles of alcohol.
Kirsty.
I got through.
Barely. Where are you?
Oh, so it's Garrick's daughter.
You what?
I said I found a room.
She found a
Wait, I
room.
thought you were gonna stay with us for a while.
No.
But you'd like this house.
You'd like my room.
Oh, she got a room. Maybe in an apartment. Alright, she, forget her name, she's going through some stuff. She finds a box, she opens it, and there's a bunch of letters, pictures? Pictures. Oh no, they're pictures of him with
I'd
women.
really like you to see this house. It's something else.
Maybe the next couple of days I gotta
Hopefully it's not bad.
What for, sweetie?
Could be bad.
Look, you've already made the gesture. There's no need.
Dad, this isn't a gesture. This is something I need to do.
She needs to, listen Garrick, you need to
Come on,
let
trust me a little, okay?
let her be her, please. Can we at least do that? She's still going through the pics. Please stop going through the pics. Oh yeah, pics of him doing the doings with some ladies. What's her angry lady? She's just angry. She takes one picture though. She's gonna keep one picture. That's for her personal use.
Bye, Dad.
I'll see you, bye, Dad. They both hang up the phone. Garrick thinks. His daughter thinks. Angry lady gets her purse. She puts that picture inside her purse. She goes to the top of the stairs. She comes out of the room. They look at each other.
So,
I'll take it.
Why not?
Oh, that's a weird change of heart. Good. They're going to take the place. All right. I guess it's now Sunday. We're moving in. We got all kinds of boxes and unpacking glasses. Hold on, people. This is really fast-moving stuff. All right, they're trying to get the mattress. Guy looks like Bert Kreischer. Shout out to my boy Bert Kreischer.
let's take 5 gas.
They're trying to get the mattress upstairs. They're having some problems. Angry lady comes out.
Things in there.
Looks like a bomb dropped.
You got any beer?
Oh, one of the workers. It's just stupid look on his face, like, oh, good thing you got beer. Oh, he says that sassy, angry lady. All right, she's making her way upstairs. The workers are looking after her. All nastily. Ew. All right, now we're with someone. I think it's Garrick's daughter. She's walking like a pier. It appears she's walking like a pier. Apparently. Yeah, that's her. Looks like, sun's about to go down. We're in the evening. She's looking up at, some of the bridge things. Industrial bridge stuff. Oh, okay. We're back to the house now. Shot of the outside of the house. Wind blowing through the trees. Oh no, we're with her. This must be her new place. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's too quick of a scene change. I got it, people. Alright, she's looking around. There's all these figures of Mary and shrine stuff. She chuckles at it. Oh no, she is at her parents' house.
My lucky day. Do you want to buy a bed?
She tries to get by the mattress and the workers, and they're all like, ooh, a young girl. Christy?
Here you go. Oh, great.
Garrick throws them the beer.
You like?
She's looking around.
Me like.
Well, I'll give you the grand tour.
Me like, is what she said.
She's upstairs.
Julia's angry lady.
Gentle with her, okay?
Frick Julia.
She hates moving.
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Christy,
Be nice.
we're gonna be nice, she promises.
Not working. Make myself some coffee.
It's a great idea. There's the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, they kissed on the lips. Gross.
Is that your daughter? Uh-huh. Got her mother's looks. Her mother's dead.
Oh, shit. One guy's like, Oh, this is like... Every time they go to Julia, the picture is always blurred a little bit. Like... Oh, frick. Christy's trying to make some coffee. The stuff isn't working.
Can I come in?
Oh, and Julia has a picture of the guy who was squatting in one of his pictures, and she ripped the picture to cut off the face of the girl, and now she's fantasizing.
Oh, yes.
She's fantasizing about meeting Frank.
I came for the wedding.
It's all rainy outside. He's all wet. She's all excited.
Not.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Of course.
He comes into the house.
Welcome.
Yeah. Well, that's nice to know.
Is she fantasizing or is she...
Do you have a towel?
Have you
Oh,
had a
yeah.
towel?
Oh, Christy's there talking to Julia. You have a towel. Julia slowly puts the picture in her pocket.
Got a room? It's not that big, but it's okay. Julia?
Julia. She goes out of the bathroom. Julia's gone.
Julia?
Creaking from above. Christy looks up. Julia disappeared. Where, oh, where could Julia be? Oh. Julia's standing at the top of the banister, looking down. I don't think she wants Christy there. She backs into her room. Christy's looking up like, what the frick? Julia sneaks into it. Well, I don't know why she's sneaking into the room. You just go wherever you want, lady. It's your house. Alright, she's in a dark room. The door slowly closes behind her. Sounds like there's whispering inside this room. Oh, I think this is the room that we saw Pinhead earlier. She goes over to a window. It's all covered. Oh, he hears Frank. He says, what shall we drink to?
Wedded bliss.
She's backing. Oh, it's not a fantasy. She's remembering. She's remembering because it used to be Frank's. Frank was squatting here, and that's why she said, yes, I think I'll take it. In the flashback, Frank is playing with her mouth.
What about Larry?
I heard a noise behind me, and it scared me. What about Larry? Oh, she had an affair.
Forget it.
She says, what about Larry? And then he takes out a switchblade. Uh-oh. He's putting the switchblade against her. Oh, he cuts the top string. Oh, things are getting a little intimate, and she's remembering it. Oh, he's very aggressive. Why does he have to be so aggressive? She takes his hand. And... You believe she licks his finger. Gross. Oh boy, it's getting a little steamy. Alright, now she's lying on the bed and he gets on top of her. I'm not gonna commentate a freaking love scene. She's just remembering it. Alright, we're back with the guys trying to get the mattress. We got it. Push it. You gotta push it as he pulls. Oh boy. There's a nail on the wall. It's gonna hit Garrick's hand. Oh, Frank has a tattoo on his back. Why are we looking at this nail on the wall? Oh, because Garrick's gonna hit his hand. It's gonna be bad. Oh.
It's never enough.
Garrick scratched his hand on the nail. Garrick says Julia's name, but she's crying upstairs, remembering her times with Frank.
I'll do anything you want.
Stay with me, Frank.
Anything.
Garrick comes in the room. There's blood dripping on the floor, his hand gouged. He holds his hand out to her. She's not very receiving. He says, "Here."
Is it deep?
No, I haven't looked.
She doesn't want to look.
Blood.
This is a really weird scene. Oh, he has to lean against the wall. He's gonna faint.
It's going to need stitches.
Oh, it's nasty. Blood's just dripping all over the floor.
Just take it easy. Just take it easy.
There's so much blood.
That's good.
Oh, the floor is absorbing all the blood. Oh, all right. A little bit later in the evening. Ew. Is this what's under the floor?
What happened?
It looked like there was like tissues and something like a breathing thing with the blood. All right, we have to drive Garrick to the hospital because his hand is done cut. All right, they go down the stairs. The camera slowly starts panning back up the stairs. I wonder what we're gonna see. Maybe a boogeyman. Maybe a pinhead. All right, we're just slowly going around looking at floors. Floorboards creaking. We can't. Oh, yeah, we're seeing the floorboards starting to move. Floorboards are shaking upwards, like they're something's not pushing the nails out of the boards. Oh, ew! There's water. Or something bubbling up from the floorboards. There's steam everywhere. The floorboards are starting to come up off the floor. Yeah, I don't like that bubbly goop. Oh! What the hell is that? Tentacles? Oh no, they look like nasty ass little arms. And now we're seeing it's a person who's slowly evolving from the goo. Is it a person? No, I don't think that's a person. Unless it turns into a person, but it looks like a little alien. We see more tissue growing on this thing. That's gotta be a head. Look, it's gross. Oh, it is. That little alien thing just attached to whatever was growing, and whatever was growing was a brain. Now it slowly lifts its goopy self up. Oh yeah, it's turning into a human. Oh, the fingers are starting to come together from the goop. Yep, now we got a hand. 5 fingers. The ribs are coming together. All the internal organs are starting to form. The thing screams. Right, Julia, they're at a dinner party. But she was off in La La Land. Garrett's telling a story and everyone thinks it's pretty funny. Oh. Whoa. The guy had a cigarette. He just flipped the cigarette into his mouth and then flipped it back out of his mouth. And then he looked at Christy and was like, "Hey, how you doing, girl? Julia, more brandy?" "No, thank you."
Okay, stop. I'm not gonna be able to stand up.
So lie down.
Oh my gosh. That was not good writing. I said that to Christy. She's like, "I'm not gonna be able to stand up." All right, Julia's gonna go to bed. Are you okay, Julia?
I think we ought to be making a move too. No, Bill.
You haven't even finished eating.
Absolutely not. This is the night of the paper hat here. We're celebrating something. So sit down.
All right, no, Julia's not gonna. She's staying good night.
What's next?
Can I just say, if you ever have a dinner party, wait until you're actually done the meal, and like talk for a little while before you decide to leave. Don't just up and leave while you still have freaking food on your plate. It's rude. All right, she smiles at Garrick and leaves the room. Garrick looks after her and then looks back to the guests. Does it still hurt his hand?
No, only when I drink.
Only when he drinks. All right, Julia's just in the dark hallway. She's thinking. She starts going upstairs, making her way upstairs. The only light is the moonlight. Oh, she flips on a light. Voices begin whispering. It looks like a point of view coming up the stairs going towards... Oh, her point of view going towards the door. She opens it, looks inside, the whispering stops. Where the heck is she? Heartbeat thumping, she can hear it. She skeptically enters a room, looking around. What's making that noise? Bet it's a demon. Bet it's a big old nasty demon. Keeps showing her feet walking on the floorboards that were just shaking earlier. She sees something. Oh, there's some goop on the floor and rats are eating it. God. Oh! That hand grabs her leg. She screams. That creature, still not fully formed, is crawling towards her. She opens the door. It closes the door. It says her name. It has eyes.
Don't look at me.
Oh. Whatever it is, it's gross. I think it's Frank.
I said, don't look.
Okay, she turns her face. She's not going to look.
Help me.
Help him. Help him, Julia.
Tell me who you are.
She says it's not looking at him.
Frank.
What? She opens her eyes. She slowly looks over at him. No. No, it can't be.
Me. It's me. It's really me.
Oh, Frank was the guy from the beginning.
On the floor, it brought me back.
Oh, Garrick's blood on the floor brought him back. Why'd it bring him back? From where? From hell.
Just help me, will you? Please, God, help me.
Oh, everyone's having a good time with their meal. Ooh, Christy, she is right proper tipsy. She's stumbling down the hallway. Wish she got a smile on her face, though. Oh, Frank looks from around the corner.
Wait.
Somebody's coming. Julia's slowly going up the stairs, very tipsily. Very tipsy-tipsily.
You can't leave me like this, you can't.
You can't do it. You can't do it, I tell you. And I'll tell you another thing, too.
Me to do.
The blood brought me this far.
He needs more blood.
I need more.
Alright, Julia's in the bathroom. She looks like she's washing her hands. She's gonna leave the bathroom. She opens the door and leaves the bathroom. She turns the light off. Oh, she looks up. There's Julia at the top of the stairs.
Hi.
Christy says, "Hey, what's up, girl?"
Are you alright?
Frank is peeking through the corner of the door.
Kirsty? Thought I lost you.
No, I'm here.
Uh-oh. That was Steve, the guy who did the cigarette trick. Julia goes down. She was going to sacrifice Christy, but Christy escaped. Frank slowly closes the door. Alright, watching a train. What does a train do? It trains? It proceeds forward on the track.
I see.
Alright, Christy's walking with Frank, and there's an old man who's with a beard peering through the door in somewhere. Christy looks at him, she's like, ugh. And she keeps walking. It's nighttime. It looks like they're going down some dark stairs, maybe to a subway.
I beg your pardon.
They're just making some small talk chit chat. They like each other.
Oh no?
They would like to say, hello, how are you someday. Oh, they stop in the tunnel. Oh, they kiss. Oh, he moves in closer. They kiss again. And now they're just using each other's heads as tongue depressors. Oh yeah, it's like a train subway station. Alright, scene fades and it's Julia and Garrick in bed. Garrick is sleeping, talking in his sleep. Julia's sitting there wide awake, thinking. Probably thinking about Frank. Thinking, oh boy, another flashback of their love life. Frank in the attic, all gross. The rat's looking at him like, what the frick is that? Door opens. Oh, a light shines on his nasty ass face. He turns and looks. It's Julia. She's standing there in the hallway looking at him.
You'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yes. I will.
Oh, she's gonna sacrifice her life for him? Her blood for him? Or is she going to get him the blood? I'm not sure. Alright, we're somewhere with Christy. She's in a room with their candles and stuff's flying. Feathers flying all over the room. It's all slow motion. She's at the foot of a bed or something. She hears a baby crying. She's kind of looking scared. Oh, blood starts appearing. So someone's lying on a table, and the blankets are just being soaked in blood from what's underneath. The camera pans from behind her head to reveal something. Oh my gosh. She pulls away the covers. Oh frick, there's like a dead man. Oh, it wasn't Christy who was having the dream, it was Steve, and Steve was the one who was dead. He goes over to Christy, she's sleeping in a bed on the other side of the room. He wakes her up, she was terrified.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you alright? Yeah, I don't know.
I was dreaming. Daddy.
She says, Daddy. Alright, Garrick's out of bed. It's early in the middle of the night. late in the night, early in the morning. Goes over, sits down at the table. He gives out a yawn, picks up the phone. There's Julia, still lying in bed, looking up at the ceiling, thinking. There's
I'm all right, honey.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Never better. You sleep well, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you too.
Oh, she loves him too. Oh, that was a nice little conversation. It's a little too early in the morning for that.
She had a bad dream.
He's making his way back upstairs. There's Christy. All right, the camera's panning up to the second level, and there's Frank's nasty body. And he says Christy's name. All right, next morning, Julia's all dolled up. She's all looking fine. She leaves the house. She looks up to the attic window, and Frank peers through the newspapers that are covering the window. All right, it looks like she's at a bar somewhere. Everyone's dressed all nicely, drinking. A guy looks over at her. How much fun is it, he says. Drinking alone. Quite fun.
Much?
I thought maybe,
Thought maybe I'd buy you a drink, yeah?
if we're both on our own, maybe we could have a drink together.
Oh, he is making a move. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a freaking phone call. Decline. I don't know who that is. Back to the movie, and we're back. She takes off her sunglasses.
Why not?
All right, we're gonna have some fun. She takes him back to the house.
It's not often that
I know, I don't know.
There's a first time for everything.
So they're back at Julia's house, Julia and Garrick's house. And it looks like they might get the hinky pinky on.
Would you, like a drink?
Or is she going to sacrifice him to Garrick? Frank. Oh, he stops her.
I feel like I've known you for years.
You have known me for years. I'm your oh, he kisses her. Oh, she pushes him away a little bit. She gains her composure. He says, what's wrong?
That's what you brought me here for, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, yeah. So then what's wrong? Are we going to get this hinky pinky on or not? He kisses her again.
Change your fucking mind, are you?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay, sorry.
oh, he gives her a little peck on the lips. She says, let's go upstairs. Guess what? They're probably going to go upstairs. She opens the door to the attic. He starts taking off his tie. Oh, wait, are they in the attic or are they just making their way? Because I heard rats. He chuckles. He looks around.
No.
No, this is where you die.
What's going on?
We don't need a bed, do we?
Yes, well, I guess not.
No, I suppose not.
Oh, man, this is so freaking awkward.
Preferred the floor.
Oh, okay.
First time for everything, eh?
All right, come on, Frank.
Why don't you?
Oh, she locks the door secretly behind her. He's like, okay, sure, I'll take my jacket off. I'm not going to go through this step by step if this gets weird, people. Lovely weather we're having in southern Ontario. He kisses her cheek as she starts to take his tie off. He is enjoying this.
Did you do the same thing?
Maybe I will.
Maybe she will. Oh boy. All right. Well, Frank. Okay, finally, Frank. He's watching.
Am I?
You know you
And oh gosh. Oh, he forgot. Oh, he's gotta make a phone call.
Empty the old bladder.
Oh, he goes to leave. Oh, she grabs a hammer. Oh, she hit him on the back of the head. Hits him again. Oh, she hit him in the mouth. Oh, what the frick? Oh, thank the prophets. That was getting just a little too weird. She killed him. Hit him in the head 3 times with a hammer, but one of the blows hit him in the mouth. And, like, split his lip from his gums. Oh, it was freaking gross.
Don't look at me.
Alright, she has blood all over her face. Her back's to the wall. She opens the door. She leaves the room. Now Frank's gonna do his business. Alright, we look inside the room. We see Frank grab hold of the guy. And then she closes the door. Now she's in the bathroom. She's covered in blood. She's trying to get rid of her clothes. Maybe take a bath. She looks at her hands. They're all covered in blood. She turns on the faucet. She's looking at her face in the mirror. Drenched in blood. It's more splattered. More splattered than anything. Oh no, she didn't. She goes back into the room. Looking for Franklin. Let's call him Franklin. Oh, there's the other guy. And he's all friggin' pruned. She looks over to a trail of goop leading somewhere. She's holding her face. Oh! There's Frank. He's standing. He's still not fully human yet. But he's looking a little bit better.
It's making me whole again.
Oh. She's finally allowing her to look at him.
You still put some more flesh on my bones.
Spill more blood. Spill more blood. Spill more blood.
Good.
He says we need more blood. You're savvy, don't touch, don't let him touch you.
Come to Daddy.
Daddy. Ew. Don't use that. He touches her and then she grabs his hand. Uh-oh. We hear Garrick is home. She's still covered in blood. He comes inside, puts down his briefcase. Oh! She stepped on the icky man. She tries to cover the icky man up. Frank's walking around. Oh, the faucet's dripping a little bit. Oh, she picks up the icky man's body. Where are you trying to frickin' take that? Oh my gosh. She goes into another room. Oh no, Garrick's coming up the stairs. She's walking down the stairs. She goes into the bathroom. Oh, you sneaky bugger. She locks the door. Garrick knocks on the door.
I was calling for you, didn't you hear?
She's cleaning. She's starting to clean her hands.
Cookie, little girl.
Oh, that's a really...
I'm feeling sick.
Oh,
Is there anything I can get you?
yes.
Maybe a brandy?
It's coming right up.
I would love a brandy. She'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
There's no hurry.
Boy, this isn't like watching horror movies in 2017 where you barely have a chance to catch your breath. She looks at herself in the mirror, looks like her blood all over her face. She starts wiping off the blood with a cloth. Seems to be effective. Door opens. She comes out. She's looking fresh. Franklin. Where are you, Franklin? She's looking around the room that he's... Oh, he touches her. I'm hurting.
My nerves are beginning to work again. One more, maybe two.
Not
To
again.
heal me completely.
She doesn't want to do
Get
it.
away from here before they start to follow.
Who?
Cenobites. It's only a matter of time
Cenobites.
before they find I've slipped them.
Cenobites. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've had to outrun the Cenobites. Garrett calls up, Julia, where are you? She opens the door and calls down. Just a moment. S'il vous plaît, allons-y.
Some music. Will you play?
Poor Larry, obedient as ever.
Leave. Leave Larry alone.
Don't want Babe to hear.
You're hurting.
And you're hurting me.
Cheat me with you.
He grabs her hand. He's holding it up.
We can be together the way we were before.
Okay, cool.
To each other.
This is a great story.
For better.
For better or for worse. Oh, I called it. I've seen this movie before. Nath. Ooh, like love. Oh, I thought you said make love. Not like that, baby boy. Ew, she licks his finger. Or more so, puts his finger on her lips. Look at the girls. Oh my gosh, there's a monkey screaming.
I'm sorry, I'm new here. You're gonna have to wait.
Oh, we're at a pet store where Christy works.
That's a problem too because he's out to lunch right now.
I want to see somebody in charge.
All right, so she's working at the pet store. All shite's breaking loose. An old lady's yelling at her, wanting the manager. And the old man with the beard that she saw last night with Steve
What are you doing?
is in the pet store. She walks over to him. He just looks at her. He's getting a fistful of crickets.
Give those back.
He has a fistful. Oh, he puts it up to his mouth and he starts eating the crickets. He just wants a little snack, Christy.
You get out of here.
You get out of here now, young man. There's a cricket still on his mustache. All right, she's following him as he slowly makes his way out of the store. She's looking at him with disgust. He looks back at her. Okay, slowly back. Oh! Steve is there. He scared her.
What you doing after work?
I'm busy after work today.
Something weird.
What?
Oh no. Wings are fluttering. Oh, the guy's gone.
Nothing.
Nothing. It was her imagination. That old guy with the beard. Jesus, how much of this movie do we have left?
You sure we're not going to be interrupted?
All right, she's bringing another man to the house.
Only I like to be careful.
Oh, you see he's been hit with the hammer again. He falls against the wall. He's dead. Frank grabs him. Camera turns. She's in the hallway, wiping blood off her hands. She's sitting with a drink in a new outfit, looking somewhere, looking at someone or something. She seems to have a little bit more of a sinister confidence to her. What's she looking at? We're not seeing what she's seeing. She looking at Frank? She must be looking at Frank. A little smile creeps into the corner of her mouth. Right, there's Frank, face still not quite there. He's all still bloody and nasty, but he has a shirt on and he's smoking a cigarette.
I can taste that.
Oh, you can finally taste a cigarette.
Since I tasted anything.
A cigarette. It's weird why they didn't give him contacts to make his eyes look
This is it.
like more dead
No, don't touch
when
it.
he was
It's dangerous.
a little nasty goopy thing. He still had his like normal eye color. That's a weird thing.
Pleasures of heaven or hell.
All right, he's holding up the box. He says you can't touch it.
The limits.
Oh yeah, there's a flashback to the beginning where he's
We've experienced beyond
Oh. Ew. Alright, so this is what he remembers with when he used the box. He's upside down. He's bloody. There's all these weird ass creatures. These are when the hooks go into him. Oh, there's Pinhead. And that swirling thing. He's now completely covered in blood, swinging upside down. This is Frank we're talking about in a flashback. Oh, but she saw it from the box. She gets scared, she covers her mouth and goes over to the window. Frank stands up and moves towards her. They won't get me back.
I'm going to live and you're going to help me, yes?
Yes. Yes, that's
Never find us.
a Roger, yes.
Not in the whole wide world.
Alright, now Garrick is in the kitchen. He's watching a boxing game. Julia's in there.
What kind of stuff made you sick?
She's watching it too.
I've seen worse.
Oh. Alright, we're
Are you alright?
we saw Frank pacing upstairs. It looked like that blue electricity was coming back into the room. Oh. He's getting super into it. She looks at him and he's like, oh, okay, I'll chill out a bit. Alright, Frank is yelling up. He's yelling upstairs and Garrick heard him.
I think I left a window open upstairs. I'll go see.
Oh, Garrick
Nothing.
turns off the TV. He's going.
Larry?
What's the matter with you anyway?
She's trying to stop him from going upstairs because we all know what that means. It means Frank's gonna die.
It's just that I hate the thunder.
I'm here.
I said, I'm here. Come on, Garrick. Don't be a weird actor. You're bigger than that. You're trembling.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
She's getting close to him. She kisses him. It's really awkward. Really awkward kissing. Larry murmurs. Larry is Garrick. Oh, look.
I really should check it out.
Don't go up there, please.
We'll both go up.
No.
Larry, please.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All right, they're going upstairs. He's leading the way. They're holding hands. No, they're not. Not anymore. All right, Garrick's at the top of the stairs. He's looking for a light switch. Nope, he's looking into the room. He looks in. There's storage. Nothing in there. He goes over to the room. She says, don't. He slowly opens the door. He goes inside. She looks terrified. He looks around. The room's completely empty.
It's probably a rat.
He hears rats.
I told you. Nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, frick. The rats are nailed to the wall. And he didn't even see it.
I'll make it better.
Let's go downstairs. We'll make it better. Now, she got him all frickin' worked up. Making their way into the bedroom. Nope, he says no lights. Oh, the lightning. Oh my gosh, we see Frank walk in front of the camera in the room. She's looking around, she knows something's up. But she's going back to the kissy-kissy with Garrick. We hear heartbeat thumping. We see a point of view from inside the closet. She's still looking around the room. Oh, she sees there's like nail polish stuff on the open on the dresser. All the paintings, it looks like they're looking at her. The closet opens and Frank comes out and only she can see him. He has a switchblade.
No.
She says no. Frank is slowly moving closer.
Please. I can't bear it, please.
He's walking towards Garrick. Garrick's not stopping. He's just kissing. Frank is holding a switchblade like a rat. Ew, he starts cutting into the rat. Garrick stops. Frank starts backing up into the shadows. Julia's crying. Garrick's like, what the hell's going on?
I don't understand you. Hey, one minute you're all over me, and the next
Because,
I just don't understand you.
alright, he's gonna go make himself a nice big hot cup of tea. He leaves the room. Julia looks at the closet.
I don't know.
Alright.
Come back.
We're at a Chinese or Japanese restaurant with Christy and Garrick talking about his relationship with Julia. But it's not going good.
Problem here, kiddo. She doesn't even want to leave the house.
Really?
Yeah,
It's like she's
because she found out Frank's there, so she doesn't want to leave because she wants to be with Frank and not you. He died. That's not your fault. Now you're stuck in a thing where she can't tell you that Frank exists because she has to kill people for Frank to come back. But now she's with you, and Frank's supposed to be dead. And so now what does she do with
could you
Garrick? Does any of that make sense, people?
stop by sometime? Try to make friends.
Sure.
Sure.
And who knows? Maybe all she needs is somebody to talk to.
Sometimes you just need someone to lean on. Okay, Frank's saying to Julia in the house, you can't love him. He's walking down the stairs. He's wearing a suit, but it's all bloody and nasty.
So where's the harm?
I said no.
Then find me somebody else before they come looking.
Okay.
Now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, oh, I'll get right on it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. She found another someone. Going back to the house. Oh, no. Christy's there. She sees... Oh, no. She sees her being all sweet with this guy coming into the house. Julia looks. Did she see Christy? No, she couldn't know. Julia goes into the house, looks out as she closes the door. Christy saw the whole thing. Oh, frick.
I get lonely sometimes.
I get lonely sometimes.
Everybody does.
She says this to the guy who's about to die. Heart beating. We're in the attic now. Oh man, I'm about to go to sleep because this movie's so intense. Alright, they go into Frank's room. The guy goes in.
What is this?
She closes the door. He's looking at the room. He looks, and the guy sees Frank. He freaks out. She gets the hammer, hits him on the back of the head. He's fighting back. She closes the door. Christy heard the yell. She's running into the house. No, she can't get in. Frank grabs the guy.
Get out of here.
The guy's still alive. And Frank's gonna... Oh, he puts his fingers right in the guy's neck while he's still alive. Christy found a way into the house. She's looking all scared. That girl be scared. There's no sounds. Holy frick! The door closed abruptly behind her. Oh, captions say blood slurping. She heard the door slam upstairs. She looks exactly like a friend of mine, but she is the female version of my friend. And it's very, very weird. She looks like a dude I know. Oh, Christy started going up the stairs. The floor creaked, and Julia heard it. So she ducks into the room with all the storage. And Christy heard the door close. Now she's slowly walking up the stairs. The stairs are creaking as she goes up. She looks up to the last landing. She doesn't see nor hear nothing. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little gassy because now I'm scared. The door opens. Oh, there's the guy. He's all goopy, but he's still alive. He puts his hand out and he says, "Help me." There's Frank. The guy puts his hand out. And Christy grabs his hand. Then Frank comes out. She screams. She lets go. Frank looks at her as Frank finishes the blood drain.
It's Uncle Frank.
No.
It's Uncle Frank.
Come to Daddy.
Get the fuck off of me!
Oh! She backs into the room. Frank goes into the room and slams the door.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me, or so help me.
What do you do? What can you do? There's nothing to be afraid of.
Alright, he pushes Christy against the wall.
Beautiful.
He says, "You're so beautiful."
I used to try and pretend I was dreaming all the pain, but don't you kid yourself.
Uncle Frank.
It have to be endured.
How you doing, Uncle Frank?
Makes the pleasure so sweet.
Ew. Oh! She punches him, and her hand goes into him. He falls back, and he grabs her. Oh, she kneed him in the kahunas. She grabbed the box. There's electricity that went through the box. He says, "Give me that." She looks, "Oh, something you want?"
Give it to me.
You want it?
Yeah.
One last time. Give me that box.
You want it?
Yes.
Give me the box.
You want it? Fucking have it!
She throws it out the window. She runs down the stairs. She done gonna try to escape. She leaves the house. She grabs the box and starts running. She's just running. Frank. She's walking and she can hear Frank in her head. She's not looking too good. She's looking a little sick. Oh, she walks by a couple nuns. Frank's face is in her mind. It's Uncle Frank. Alright, as she's holding that thing, she's getting weaker and weaker. Looks like she's going into a bit of a daze. She closes her eyes. She steadies herself on a fence beside her. She slowly slumps down. People go up to her in the street. "You okay?" "Hey there, miss. Are you alright?" Now we're seeing heartbeat and we're watching a flower bloom. A red flower. In a time lapse. Alright, there's Christy. She's lying in a bed. She in the hospital? She could be in the hospital. Oh, she wakes up. She looks around. Oh, there's a nurse. She's sitting on a chair watching the TV of the flower. She goes over to Christy.
I'll get the doctor.
Wait a minute. How did I get here?
I won't be a moment.
Oh no, I hope she's not in the thing. The torture thing. Oh, she goes to get up, her head's all fricked.
Please get back into bed.
The doctor comes in.
Call my father.
That's easily arranged, but first, back into bed.
It's important. It really is.
First things first.
Alright, they put her back into the bed. They get those nice covers all up around her. The doctor reaches into his pocket.
You were hanging onto it like grim death.
Oh, he holds the cube. She says, "I don't know what that is."
Remember.
Well, the police will want to speak to you. You know that.
Christ.
In the meantime, maybe this.
He puts his hand on her shoulder. And says, "Maybe this will jog your memory." He puts the cube down on like the lunch tray, leaves the room. She smiles after him and then has a look of anger. She gets up, she tries to leave. They lock the door. Oh no. I don't think she's in the hospital. I'm probably wrong. For all of you who know this movie, you're probably screaming at me right now. She picks up the cube. The TV, so the flower blooming starts to static. She's looking at the cube. Music comes from it. She's pushing buttons, and it's sending these little electricity things into the room. Like little fireflies. Oh, they look so pretty. Oh, she pushed a button, and it opened. Now she's in a different position on the bed. She's playing with it, trying to figure it out. It's kind of like a Rubik's Cube, except death. Oh! She hit the electricity and her little hand got all electrified. That thing comes out, which turns it into a different shape. The wall opens. Wall cracks open and there's all these nasty cobwebs. She looks at it in fear. Is it fear or fascination? Alright, she is gonna take a little stroll to where the door opened, and it's a long, dank, stone hallway. She hears a baby crying, just like in the nightmare. She's making her way downtown, looking for stuff, looking for things and places. You know, for this show being about Pinhead, he sure isn't in it a whole lot. I thought Garrick was Pinhead. Boy, was I wrong, or am I? I guess I'll find out. Alright, she's walking very, very slowly down this hallway. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is where it really starts to pick up. Hopefully. Alright, so still walking down the stone hallway. It looks like it's changed a bit now, though. She's still in her white, hospital gown. Oh, she sees a freaking creature in the hallway. Oh my gosh, it's nasty. It looks like Jabba the Hutt's eyes. Oh my gosh, it's running on the walls, kind of, towards her. She's running back to her room. The nasty-ass creature's chasing her. Still chasing, still running. It's gnashing its teeth. It's gaining on her. She's not gonna make it. It's getting closer. Getting closer. She gets back into the hospital room. She looks back. And the crack in the wall is not there anymore. But the wall. She can hear it on the other side of the wall. Oh, she hit the box and it's doing the whole electricity thing. She's trying to figure out the box. She hears a noise behind her. She looks behind her. Oh. Now all the tiles and bricks in the wall are starting to glow and that mist is coming out from them. The TV, oh frick, there's blood now entering the IV bag. She tries to leave again. The door is locked. The TV is squealing. Oh, the IV bag explodes with blood. The light in the room explodes. Oh frick, now those creatures. The one with the really open mouth just chattering his teeth is now in the room with her. He walks right up to her. He puts his hands out. Oh, he puts his fingers in her mouth. Pinhead appears. The fat guy with the glasses appear. The box. Oh no, it's not. Oh. This is Pinhead. Explorers are the demons to some. No, and I'd... Ew, the fat guy with the glasses is licking his lips. He says you can go to hell. Oh, the woman is there.
You solved the box. We came
Ew. The woman demon, her throat is being pried open, and she was like rubbing it, the opening in her throat, and being like, ugh.
Please wait.
No time for argument.
No time.
You've done this before, right?
Many times.
Pinhead. Oh, that's cool.
Just let go, Frank.
Oh. Oh yes, the woman says.
Nobody escapes us.
I've seen him.
Oh, she's telling the whole story.
Supposing he had escaped us. What has that to do with you?
I'll,
I can wait.
all right, let's. Oh, good idea. Barter for your life.
I want to hear him confess himself. Then maybe. But if you hate us,
All right, people.
he'll tear your soul apart.
Oh, that's bad. Let's not let that happen. All right, everything's going all weird looking. All right, we're back in the room with
She'll tell them everything.
Julia and Frank.
Don't think so. She'll want to warn Larry first.
That's probably her now.
No.
Or the police.
It doesn't make any difference.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's gotten interesting, but there sure is a heck of a lot of dialogue.
Maybe we should just leave.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing 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 bong, bing bing bing. How much longer until this is done? Oh, jeezums. All right, we're opening the door. Oh, it's Garrick. Garrick's home. Comes in, puts his little bag down. Julia's there. She hits the light. He smiles. What's up?
What is it?
I don't know where to begin.
What are you talking about, Julia?
It's best you see for yourself.
Oh, please.
You're safe and sound.
Please
I
don't.
locked the door.
Well, she's not here now.
Oh, okay.
I'll start looking for her.
So they're now.
She's gone back to
Steve is
her father's house.
Steve is in the hospital room. So it was a real hospital room. Oh, frick! Frank is back to normal now. Did she kill Garrick? She's sitting in the room smoking a cigarette, looking at the mirror. We saw Frank come into the room. Wait, no, there's the bandage on the hand, but there's blood on the hand. I guess Frank is alive again. They did the hinky pinky, or was it a flashback? I can't tell anymore. I don't know what the heck is going on. All right, we're back with Christy. She's banging at the door. Julia hears her banging. She sees the light go on. Julia opens the door.
Kirsty, it's very late.
Where's my dad?
Where's my dad?
I want to see my father.
He's dead.
Of course.
Of course. Has this lady had an accent the whole movie, or just with certain lines? All right, we're seeing who's in the mirror. Oh, it is Garrick.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy, you're okay. You really are.
All right, she runs in, she hugs him, she dropped the
I was so afraid
this sphere
what happened to you.
on the bed. She's in hysterics.
I need to talk to you.
It's okay, baby. Julia told me everything.
Oh no.
See,
There's blood all over his
brother Frank
his
is
hair.
upstairs. He's upstairs and
He's wearing
Kill you.
he's wearing Garrick's face.
Unspeakable.
Because his eyes are now black instead of blue.
Unspeakable. But believe me, it's finished with now.
She's looking at him. Why is it finished?
He's gone.
Garrick sits down, but it's not Garrick.
He was insane, baby. Like a mad dog. I had to put him out of his misery.
Oh no.
Jesus, what a scene.
She kneels down beside him.
I'll go to the police and try to make them understand.
God knows. I don't.
Oh no, his face is starting to come apart. Please tell me she notices.
No, I'm okay.
How can she not notice
He's better off dead.
the flesh hanging from his face?
I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
Believe it.
Oh man.
I need to see him.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
She needs to see him to be sure.
Yes.
Because Pinhead's gonna come out. He's looking at her. He looks at Julia. Show her. Alright. He grabs her arm, looks at her. He nods his head, which was weird. He smiles as she leaves the room. He looks at himself in the mirror. Ew, they're looking at... Ew! Ew, he just pushed in his eyeball a little bit. Oh, frick. Alright, Julia and Christy enter the room. Christy looks down and there's just a goopy mess. Oh, and Julia leaves the room and closes the door and locks it. Oh, frick, now Pinhead and the other demons are there in the room. Where is he?
We want the man who did this.
No.
No.
No, that wasn't the deal.
Oh, now there's
And you can't have
candles all around him. Alright, she runs out of the room. They want Garrick. Julia's right there. She stops Christy from going downstairs. No. Christy... Oh, frick. Christy pushes her. And gets away. Garrick is coming around the stairs.
No, wait. I told you all that's over with now.
No, it's not. We're gonna get out of here.
You stay with us. We can all be happy here.
Is he? Oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what the hell's going on. She says no.
Come to Daddy.
Oh, Christy knows it's not.
Oh my God.
Come to Daddy.
She finally realizes that it's Frank and not her father. Scream for the Pinhead people. Scream for the Pinhead people. He puts his hands on her face. Oh, she scratches his face. Julia screams Frank's name. Frank is touching his face where Julia ripped the flesh down. Oh, he takes out his knife.
For the cat and mouse shit.
Uh-oh. He's going towards Christy with the knife. Julia's holding Christy. He's slowly coming towards her. Oh, she turned to the last second, and he stabbed Julia. Christy watches in horror. What's Frank? Oh, Frank is taking Julia's life.
Nothing personal, babe.
Oof, Julia's not looking so good now. Ew. Alright, Julia's body slumps over. She runs upstairs.
Come out, wherever you are.
He goes up the stairs. Alright, Julia. She goes and hides in the storage room. Frank is at the top of the stairs. He's looking around, still wearing Garrick's face. Julia needs to hide. Frank goes over to his quote-unquote room. Julia goes over to a closet, slowly. Holy frick! Frickin' statue of Jesus falls out. I done shite my pants. She puts Jesus back in the closet. Closes the closet doors. She hides in the corner. Frank comes into the room. Julia's hiding in the furniture covered in sheets. She can see Frank come into the room. Oh, I think he heard. Did he hear something? Christy's scooting across the floor. Looks like he's coming towards her. Holy frick! There's a freaking dead face. A dead body that... Oh, that's where she's keeping the body. Oh, that was the first guy that Julia killed. Anyway, she hit something. The guy's body fell forward and just like... hundreds of maggots fell out of the guy's mouth. What's his name? Frank, he left the room. He's like, alright, I guess nothing's happening in here. Christy opens the door to leave the room. She's scared, as am I. She's in the hallway. What are you doing in the hallway? Why don't you just hide for like a really long time? You think you're safe? She leans against the banister and starts crying. If she doesn't... Yeah, the door opens slowly behind her. Frank walks out behind her. And she was surprised by that. Alright, she goes into the room with Frank's room with the body. Frank has the knife. Oh, she trips on her father's nasty corpse of a body.
He was dead long before we ever touched him.
Bastard!
Oh,
Hush now.
that's some strong language for such a young person.
Everything's all right.
Come on, Pinhead, show up.
Your dear old Uncle Frank.
Oh, we hear some sounds. Oh, good, yes.
Hell is that?
The light's coming through the walls again, like at the beginning. Frank's looking around. He's looking a little scared. And there's Pinhead. And the Pinhead people. All the chains come out, the hooks, and they all hook into Frank. There's a little spinny thing. Julia's just ew, the guy with the chattery teeth pushes Frank back into the center of the room. He walks by Christy. They're just all slowly walking closer. He says, Frank.
We have to hear it from your own lips. This isn't for your eyes.
And Pinhead says that to Christy.
Bitch.
Hit him. Hit him. She slowly starts to leave the room. Frank walks after her. Oh, he goes to hit Christy with the... I thought that the hooks already went into him. Apparently not. He was about to hit her, and a hook friggin' hooked his arm. Now all the hooks are... It's getting a little loud. All the hooks are hooking into him. The Pinhead people are getting closer. Frank looks around and smiles. Christy's terrified. More hooks go into Frank, tearing at his flesh. Oh. Oh, frick. Oh, there's hooks along his face, pulling his face apart. Ew, Frank looks at Christy and licks his lips.
Jesus wept.
Why is that funny? Oh, frick. She leaves the room just as the chains frickin' pull him apart. Like a cinematic twist and pull apart. She leans on the banister once again. She puts a hand to her mouth as if she's going to be sick. Oh, frick. There's the pinhead lady with a hook. Hugging the wall and blood's coming out of the wall. She goes into the room. Oh, there's... What's her face? Oh, Julia. With hooks in her face, and her face is all split apart. With the box. Julia's trying to pry... Or Christy's trying to pry Julia's hands off the box. She gets the box. The pinhead woman comes in... Demon woman comes into the room. Christy's trying to figure out the box. They get back to normal. There's Pinhead right behind her. I don't want to see him. 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 Oh. Alright, she starts, she figured out the box. The walls are bleeding. She puts the box back into its place. Pinhead screams. There's all this yellow electricity. And he disappears. The friggin' creepy lady goes towards her, and she puts the other piece of the box back together. Steve's now trying to get into the house. Oh, Christy's running down the stairs. The house is now falling apart. Steve bursts in through the door. Drywall's freaking falling. The ceiling's falling apart. He looks around. Oh, it's all dusty. Oh no, there's the teeth chattery guy. Yes. He has a veil over his head. The veil is lifted. He grabs her. She starts hitting him with the box. Oh, she put the right piece back together for him, and he disappears in frickin' yellow light. Oh, nasty. The fat guy with the glasses runs at Steve, but the house collapses on the fat guy. He took off his glasses, and he's just like nasty, sewn shut eyes. Well, you should probably do the trinket thing for that guy, too. The box. Oh no. The box started turning. And she's like, no, don't. Oh, that friggin' creepy ass thing that was crawling on the walls with Jabba the Hutt eyes was right there. She dropped the box. She's trying to get the box back. Steve gets a jar, hits the creature in the face with the jar. Christy's trying to get the box. The creature's trying to get the box. She screams at the creature. Creature has her arms. Come on, Steve, do something. She's got the box. She dropped it. Creature's got the box. She grabbed it out of his hands. She had a look of determination. She grabs the box. She finally has it. The creature is yelling at her. She twists it back into place. And the yellow electricity light goes into the creature. The creature disappears. 3 lights. She smiles. It's done. It's done. They walk outside of the house. What do you see? They're just looking. We can't see what they see. down the steps of the house. It's nighttime. That's a Roger. The door slams shut. Starting to rain. Christy's enjoying the rain. Steve takes his jacket off, showing his super 80s multicolored shirt. Puts his jacket around her. They're looking at the house. Is the house on fire inside? I think it is. There's the picture that Julia had of, what's his name? John? Steve? Charles? Frank. Picture of Frank goes up in flame. Now Christy and Steve are frickin' somewhere. I don't know where they are now, but there's fire everywhere. A chair on fire, there's a bonfire. Stop raining. She takes the cube, throws it into the fire. She slowly backs away. Oh, there's someone walking towards them now. Who is it? Oh, it's the bearded guy who was eating the crickets earlier. He looks into the fire, then he looks at Christy. And he just goes into the fire and picks up the box. Now he's completely on fire. They're looking at his face is all... Is his face melting? I can't... Oh. Now there's a pterodactyl thing. What the hell? A pterodactyl just flew by them. And then we go to the box. And the picture went into one of the circle on the box. Now we're zooming out from the box. Looks like we're back in the east. And the guy is trying to sell it to someone else. Okay. And that's it. Hellraiser. The Pinhead movie. Well, okay. Well, that was a movie. And an hour and a half of my life I am never going to get back. That was so boring. I think for these classic kind of movies, I think you just need to know them when they came out at the time. Because, like, RoboCop. I love RoboCop because I watched it when I was a kid, when it first came out. I love the original start. Well, I didn't see it when it originally came out, but Star Trek Voyager. I was a kid when it came out, and now nothing can top Star Trek Voyager. And I just think that this is another thing. It just, it doesn't compare. You just see how dated it is compared to, The Conjuring or Insidious or Annabelle or those kind of things. It's so dated, and storytelling back in the 80s is just so different to now. It's just a very boring movie. Very, very boring. I'm sorry, people. I did not enjoy it. It had interesting elements. I probably would be a little more interested to see where the story goes from here. So I will most likely keep watching them, because obviously I'm sure they'll get better with time for me, or maybe not. Maybe I just can't do it. I'll try to watch the second one and maybe the third, and if I just can't get into it after that, I'm just gonna have to leave it there. But yeah, shoot. Interesting things for me, things I enjoyed. I loved the creepiness of the Pinhead people. Great concept. That is, they were truly terrifying. I thought the whole story was going to be about them. Wow, was I ever wrong? I thought Garrick was going to turn into Pinhead. Well, that's a huge Roger nope. The idea of, you know, the person having to go through like the hell and the pulling the stuff, but apparently it's pleasurable too. I don't get that. But anyway, still cool concept. Pinheads is terrifying. The four of them. Four? 1, 2, 3. 4 of them, the demon pinhead people, they were quite scary. If I ever wake up in the middle of the night and the 4 of those guys are around me, I will gunshot myself. Overall rating, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 10. It just wasn't that interesting for me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this episode here. Hellraiser, 1987. If you're looking for a movie to have a good nap in, this is the movie. Pinhead's terrifying, and that's about the extent of the goodness of this movie. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want to find me on social media, best place is SoundCloud. That's where if you message me or comment, I will immediately get that. Facebook, not on there. I don't have a big enough following, so it's like my friends and like my family and stuff that's on there. It's an awkward situation. So Facebook isn't really the best place, and Twitter is it's just Twitter. So best way, if you ever want to get a hold of me, YouTube and SoundCloud, and I would love to hear your suggestions for horror movies. That way I don't make the mistake I made tonight of watching a silly, boring movie. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, everything else, horrorcommentary.com. Thank you so much for listening. Stay scared, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Horror Commentary. Follow on Twitter at JK Horror Podcast. On Facebook at facebook.com/horror commentary. Or for more information, go to horrorcommentary.com. I'm Chad. See you next time. Bye-bye.